I like the songs to be obviously recognisably like the album, but I don't like to be too prescriptive with the guys. I like it to be properly interactive, and if they can bring something to it, if it's slightly different. I'm not very fussed about it sounding too precisely like the record.
1, 2, it rocks you. It rocks you like a cradle. It rocks you to the core. You'll sleep like a baby as it knocks at death's door.
It's like going into the sea. There's nothing.
Something I never knew. In silence I hear you, and the world lies waiting. Still your clouds are
Chester's an old friend of mine. I played with him in 1985 at Live Aid, the original Live Aid, when we both played in Brian Ferry's band. And I've always wanted to work with him. This is the first sort of opportunity I've had to get there. And we also had Greg Fillinganes, who I met when he was touring with Michael Jackson, and Chuck Leavell, who was with the Allman Brothers band years and years ago. You might not think that's a good fit, but I thought it was. And of course, Stevie de Stanislao, and from Brazil, João Melo, and Guy Pratt, and the Singers. I want people to get a chance to play, and I pick people for their abilities to take part and join in. The better the guys are, the better I tend to play, and you know, the easier it can be. In 1971, Adrian Marvin came to us. He wanted to make an art movie of us playing in the amphitheatre in Pompeii. We were there for several days, no audience, just us playing and retaking when we needed to, doing it all in daylight, with the sun beating down on us, very hot. I think it was September or October. We had a mixing desk. We didn't have a proper PA up there even. I mean, there must have been some sort of monitoring, I guess, but our road crew, Peter Watts and Alan Stiles, put together a little rig with an 8-track, 1-inch tape machine, and we recorded as best as we could. These guys just patched the mics through into this tape machine, and we recorded it. It sounds amazingly good. And now to be able to go back to that same venue and do the first ever concert to an audience there, since it was the Gladiators, and it's sort of 2,000 years, first concert. It was a real treat, a real privilege. You know, performing live is part of the lifeblood of music, and so that's why we still get out there and do these things once in a while. What I like to do is to play in beautiful places where people will have a sense of the majesty of the building that it's being performed in, and that will add to the memories they take away and retain thereafter. It's a place of ghosts, and I couldn't help but think of playing there with Rick, and this sense of revisiting history from a long, long time ago was definitely right there in the forefront of my mind as I was getting on stage. I was quite nervous at the beginning, but you know, once you've knocked through the first couple of songs, you're just concentrating on what you're doing.